So you can see I had to notch this to show us where the feather edge ended. So to do the next step is to separate. We want to break up this pattern. First, we draw a center line. Now, if we place this in the middle, we can see that this is not a straight line. Our pattern is not straight. There is an arc. So we have to spring the vamp. And first, we have to take it from where it started. The first point of it is at this point. So we'll just take first, then we'll spring. Take it, we'll spring it, now we'll put our scissors here, our pencil here, and try to turn it, or keep springing it. Try to complete it. One more spring and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can see we will now have to do this properly. I didn't put the other feather edge. So we just go ahead and do this. So this is it. You can straighten this line with a pencil or with a ruler. Just make it straight to the points where you have to bend it. So we're not going to add. I usually will use 0.5 to add what's called allowance on it, on that particular area. So this is 0.5. Just go ahead and add it there. So we bring it up 0.5. There's an allowance for stitch allowance. So this is basically it. Now we're going to fold this over. We'll just have to extend this a little bit. This is basically this for the front. So we fold it into two. So we're going to cut. Let's cut off this. Cut off this. When I get to, I usually will bend this over so it doesn't tear off. You can actually use a knife, but I am used to using scissors to cut. Yes, so we need to create this to remind us that this is the stitch allowance. Okay, just nudge it this way. This is the folding point. You also just do a little bit of it here. So this is the front, the T pattern. This comes over like this. This is it for the front. Okay, you can decide to also put that feather edge allowance, you know, the way it is. You can just add it there. You know, just add it. I personally don't add it most of the time, but just do that. And this is it. So this is the front. Of course, we've seen the front. Now we want to bring out the back part of it. This back can actually be made in two ways. Either to have it, you know, just here, you duplicate this one twice, where you can bring them together and stitch the back. But I usually prefer to do it once, so that, you know, is actually faster for me. Now what we do is, same way we did the other one, we will just draw a center line. Now we need to get this, sorry, let me just move back a bit. It will go off the sheet. So we need to get, you can see I'm not putting it straight like this. If I do this, there's space, I'm going to curve it. The tip is what starts the line, so you curve it like that. You can see we have, this is not aligning. Can you bring the camera closer? This is not aligning. So what I just do, I'll just take it down like that. That curve is important. Then you go ahead and just draw this one. When you get to the point, you also do this, you know, the allowances. Now you get to, I need to get this out. So I will take and just roll it, and roll it, and roll it, and roll it. So we are done with this particular one like this. I'll just follow that tracing. Let's just say this is it. Now remember that we're going to join, this point is very, very important. So we have to indicate it here. This is that point here, where the front and the back meet. You have to identify it there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add stitch allowance to it, starting from this point. I can actually do a hands-free. I can actually do a hands-free 0.5 mil, but I will just do, this is actually faster for us, 0.5. So just take it from, just take it, you just go, sorry, I can't say it like that. So I'll just take it, So basically this is it. This is the stitch allowance. This place looks small, so apparently okay, so this is it. Now I have to, this is all for this. I have to now close up to flip it over from the middle. So just cut it off. We need to take out this excess that is at the back. This is what's going to form the curve at the heel area. Just going to take it off like that. Then you go ahead and so we're going to just remind ourselves that this is the stitch allowance. We put it stitch allowance. So just pick it out. So this is what we have. So if I bring this here, this goes in like this. This goes in like this. This goes in like this. This is basically the T-square shape. This bends over. This is where the straps goes into, and this is it. That's the pattern for it. Now usually, sometimes depending on the leather, sometimes I put folding allowance here, but if I'm working with a thick leather, I don't usually put folding allowance. I just leave it raw like that. You know, it doesn't really matter. So this is now the third pattern would be the strap. I bet we can all do the straps. I'm not going to do the strap for us. So that's the T-square shoe design. Thank you. Question.